Happy Friday, NItroGang Live. I am back yet again. Now, this is not the very first time that we are taking a look at this Megatech razor. And if you love nitros, this will for sure, hopefully not be the very last time. I'm going to wait a little while till you guys come here in the stream. I do have quite an extensive plan tonight. Unfortunately, the last time I presented this particular nitro, my internet service was so garbage, I had to cancel. Tonight, I hope there will not be any canceling. Let me say hello to everyone that is here, and then we will get on to the action. We got ourselves the VP of the Buggy Top Speed Challenge. Steve, how you doing, bro? We got John Hensley, MD Classics, the king of making vintage American classics great again. MD Classics, he's a good personal friend of mine. He's been featured in videos. Real positive dude. We got Joey's Ace RC. How you doing, man? Benjamin Martinez is here. Paige Smith, Big Boys Toys. I hope everything is okay with you, man. I know you had a hard week and probably a very tough month. But today in America, for those of you that might not have known, is a special celebration known as the 4th of July, the day that America achieved its independence. Now, Mix RC, how you doing? Jay Crespo RC, happy Friday to you. I'm going to wait a little while till you guys show up here in the stream. Hunter Durst, how you doing? Hunter Durst, man, you related to Fred Durst? Did you help make that song Rollin', Rollin'? Maybe My Way? Maybe Boiler Room? I can name the entire Limp Bizkit album, bro. Dan and Mads RC, how you doing, man? Good morning to you. Don't know where you are in the world, but where I am, it is evening. But it doesn't matter what time it is because we got a sickening magazine and the Megatech Nitro Razor. Now, those of you that were here previously, you might know I've already done a good amount of work to this particular truck. Rocky Mountain Bashers, Lotus RC, Mix RC, how you guys doing? Grizzly RC, sorry I didn't see you there, but now I see you, bro. I see you real nice and clear because you know why? You're a sickening channel member, Grizzly RC, and you got that little cool little star next to you, okay? If I had more fingers, I could make a star, but I can't make a star. But the membership can. Either way, David, how you doing, man? Let me read what David Coronado here said. Guys, gotta get a hell yeah for me not mispronouncing people's usernames. You understand? I read quickly. Lasso Kid, how you doing? David Coronado goes, just got back in a Nitro game. A new Nitro Fortech that sat from 2008. Been trying to start it. The easy start ain't so easy. Well, bro, we got Nitro Pimp, how you doing? One of the most awesome mods, along with, of course, Lotus RC. Happy to see you. Now, I know Nitro Pimp has this, and so do I. But his is way better. So if you want to see this brand new, you got to go to Nitro Pimp's channel. Mine is messed up, but it's fine. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that easy start for David Coronado. David, bro, can you please tell us before we continue, and then I'm going to begin working on this. David, bro, can you please tell us if your engine is locked up? Is it seized or is it not seized? Because that is something we need to know. Obviously, if it's seized, well, then the electric start is not going to overcome that issue, right? So tell us if it's seized or not. By the way, I might be making a high dollar purchase here tonight. We got Pizza Nitro. What's going on? Now, RC Cape Cod, how you doing as well? Now, you guys remember last week, I had real bad internet service. So I went online and I bought this Wi-Fi range extender. I'm going to give you my opinion on this Wi-Fi range extender in a little bit of time. Needless to say, I think what I'm going to have to purchase today with the recommendation from Lotus RC will be about triple the value of this item. Okay? Because this is legitimate trash. But, Lasso Kid, thank you for that super chat, brother. Let me read the rest of your comments. I'm just waiting on some comments here. You know, today probably might not be a lot of viewership, but it doesn't really matter. I don't do it for the numbers. I do it for the nitros. Jordan Lynch, welcome back to the NItroGang membership. I appreciate you, bro. Look at that. That welcome banner is the color of green. Green is the NItroGang channel color, for those of you that didn't know. I'm not really much of a color guy. You know, when you're a kid, if you want to talk to a nice little Chiquita in middle school, you got to talk to her about what's your favorite color, Chiquita. Generally, the Chiquita will say pink. You know, some of the really popular, cool ones might say like tangerine. But if you go with a nice little teal or a nice little green, there's no way the Chiquita is going to disagree with you. Could I get a hell yeah for that? That was my pickup game in 7th to 8th grade. And let me tell you something. If I pull out my yearbook right now and show you my ex-girlfriend from 8th grade, you, my dude, would be blown away. Her name was Natalia. That's right, Natalia. And that's how she said it. Either way, let me read David Coronado here with an update. He goes, first, the electric motor was stuck and smoked, then it broke free. Now it turns the engine, but the glow plug light won't turn on. All right, so David, you're saying that it sounds like you have freed up the engine. When you spin over the flywheel with your finger on the bottom, as if like, you know, you're like with your second girlfriend, right? Is it completely free, or are you having a hard time spinning it over? Because, well, you don't want to fry that system, but if you do, that stuff is easy to replace. And honestly, David, I would recommend, if you want to spend a little money, just use the pull starter. The pull starters for those engines are like 20 bucks. They're pretty reliable, and you reuse the same one-way bearing, so you're not going to have a problem. As Lotus RC is mentioning, the yellow wire. The yellow wire has to be connected to the block. That is your ground wire. You know what, David? I'm going to bring out a Fortech to show us all right now. GeoMac, happy Friday to you. JT, how are you? He goes, Nitro, great again. You forgot the word make, but it's okay. We're going to make it. We're not spell checkers. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Melissa, are you listening? Can you please bring me a Fortech? Now, the Fortech is one of those great nitros that's on the top shelf in the fridge. Melissa, on the top shelf of the fridge, okay? I don't know if she's listening. Texas Hill, how you doing, bro? Only Nitros. Happy to see you here, making those deals. Great again. If she doesn't bring the Fortech in a couple minutes, I'll go get it myself. Talks to people on the phone, so I don't know if she's, like, you know, doing stuff right now or not, or watching this channel. Either way, quietly sitting about two yards, well, a yard from the Wi-Fi router. And this extender is garbage. Just so you guys know, this extender is trash. I don't think Melissa heard me. So if you guys want, I can go pick out the Fortech and we could take a quick look at it, because I know it's going to be something that gives a bunch of issues. So David goes, it does spin and it sounds like it has compression. Was thinking about the pull starter. So generally on those Fortechs, an electric start system, doesn't matter if it's a Fortech or any other Traxxas, you're going to have an issue with maybe even your battery, the electric start battery. You know, there's no reason you can't use a 2S. Obviously with the Tamiya plug, of course, you know. But if you have a spare glow driver, just remove the blue plug wire and use the glow driver. It will really, really boost your ability to fire that thing up, right? As long as the electric start spins over, you could still use a regular glow plug on it. Now, of course, it's not the most convenient system, but, you know, this is just to verify that the engine actually runs. You guys could, you know, put a little input on that advice if you feel like it. But actually, the title of this video, just so we talk a little bit about before I do some work, right? Truck of the Year. You see right there on the Sickening magazine? Truck of the Year. Anybody want to take a guess? What is the truck of the year? Damn, my phone holder is spazzing out right now. David, try that. Highly recommend you do it. Let us know if it even works. We'll be here to help you out, you know? Texas goes, it's the RC10. Page 134. We're going to go to this page in a little bit. GeoMac goes Savage XL. GeoMac, great guess, but let me just say this is 2004. The Savage XL was not released yet. Okay, so it cannot be the Savage XL. Sean Q, happy to see you here, man. Anybody want me to go pull out the Traxxas Nitro Fortech? Because I think Melissa is in the stream right now. She might be doing something right now. We were doing a little bit of moving, you know, type of stuff like that. So she probably organizing, getting stuff done. You know, we just did a little bit of vacuuming. You know how it goes. You got to keep it nice and sanitary around here in the casa. All right. So let's do a little bit of work on the Megatech, and then we will take a look at the magazine. Nitro Pimp, of course, has that one. This is back when magazines were impressive. Now, I have the newest issue. Is this the newest issue of the new RC car action? Or is it another one? Hold on a second. I have recently got a couple of these in the mail. Let me just see, and then we'll look at a real man's magazine. Can't tell which one's new, because they both suck. Melissa, did I ask you to bring the Fortech? It's in the top shelf of the refrigerator, the top shelf on the left. It's the Fortech with the wires, the electric start. Thank you. All right, my dudes. These are not real man magazines, okay? But I don't even know which one is newer. The one on the right is April, one on the left is July. Okay, so this is July. Maybe if we want, we'll take a look at it, but you're not going to really find anything interesting there. It's going to be pretty mundane, as always. All right. I heard we're going to get a Fortech delivery in a little bit, so let me take a little bit of time. Yeah, MD Classics goes, do people still read those? Not many, bro, not many. Because the truth is, they're not that entertaining anymore. That entertaining. Ray Coral, bro, thank you for that super chat to the channel. By the way, I notice we are back to using viewers' usernames. I remember this thing went to really not usernames anymore, but like it's back now, so I'm pretty happy. Thank you for that channel donation from Ray Coral. So Melissa's gonna go fetch the Fortech. I hope she picks out the right one, because honestly, I don't think she knows which one it is, but that's okay, because I have like 4 Nitros on that shelf. She got the right one. I can't freaking believe it. Boo. You want to party later? Guys, she got the right one. This is impressive. This is impressive. She got the right one. All right, so this is a regular Pro 15 old school Gen 4 tech. You guys might have seen this on the channel already. It fires up. The 2-speed is in real ideal sickening perfect condition. I've had to repair the fuel tank. Notice that primer bulb. Primer bulb has silicone in it, but it does freaking work. All right, so this is what we were saying. Notice I don't even have my electric start glow plug wire connected, because you really don't need it. I generally almost always use a regular glow plug driver, because it's just simple. Yeah, you see right here, just disconnect it and use the glow driver. It's going to be your best bet, right? So this one's pretty dope. I did have to do a bit of work on these. These do have unique exhaust system. Lotus RC, awesome channel mod, goes, I use the driver too. It's in your best interest, trust me. Bottom of this chassis is pretty nice. This is probably one of the cleanest Fortechs I've ever had. Now, what I did notice is over the years, these Fortechs, their plastics are just not very good. They tend to swell pretty much everywhere, and you have a lot of binding in the drivetrain, in the wheels. They have, you know, rust pretty much all over. This one has been cleaned up. But other than that, this one is a solid one. And Fortech gang, baby. Fortech gang. Maybe more on that later. But tomorrow I'm going to an RC car show, and there's going to be a couple competitions. I don't know what I'm going to bring yet, but I'm going to think about it later. I was hoping this, but this thing ain't ready. Sean Q goes, I noticed as well, driver's way to go. Exactly, he's referring to the glow driver. All right, my dudes, I appreciate you. John Hensley, yes, the RC car show. It's going to be at the We Are RC hobby store, the one I've been to several times. Pretty great hobby store, so, you know, I'm going to do a couple of videos there. I might participate in some competitions. There's going to be an RC Sumo event where you basically, you know, put a bunch of, I guess, crawlers on a table and you try to drive each other off. I do have a crawler It's a Red Cat Gen 8, but I have a snowplow. So I'm a little, worried about damaging the snowplow. I'm going to probably have to take the snowplow off, right? It's going to be unfair. All right. Nitro Pimp, I'm going to tape everything, bro. There's going to be a high jump competition, a tow competition of some kinds. It's going to be a warm day. I'm going to bring some hydration. All right, let's get down to this particular model. So last week when we were doing this particular video, it was just real bad service, and I had to bail. I had to cancel. I feel bad about it. But, with my poorly functioning Wi-Fi range extender booster right here, let me tell you something. I did a speed test on this 5 gigahertz network. It's, in fact, worse than the regular signal without using the booster. I've tried multiple locations. This range extender setup here might in fact be the biggest scam in history. Now, based on a recommendation from a Lotus RC who knows a thing or two about boats and Wi-Fi, he has recommended that I pick up a real pricey Netgear router. So it appears I did call my own internet service provider, the ISP. I called them and they said I already have the most up-to-date Wi-Fi router. So that leads me to believe their up-to-date Wi-Fi router is garbage. I will most likely have to pick this up. So it ain't cheap. That's gonna dip into my Nitro money, but we gotta make the streams great again. Might place an order for this in a little bit. For now, let us continue. Just so you guys know, me and the NItroGang, or should I say we're trying to make streaming great again. Okay, let's get down to business on this. Yeah, Spectrum told me you have the most up-to-date, best Wi-Fi router. And I told them, are you joking right now? And they said, no, sir. No, sir. We no joke. We no joke. All right, Bob's RC, happy to see you here. Happy 4th to you. Bob's RC, you remember that blue-headed engine you donated to the channel maybe a couple years ago? I have a project for it. It's going to be broken out quite soon. And yes, it's going to go into a Duratrax. So I wound up using Bob's RC, the one-way bearing from that engine in another RTX 27, and I kept the engine that you donated, sealed. But I still have the engine, and I have another RTX 27. Went to try to go drive it. Engine is toast. It's beyond toast. It's like a bagel. It's a pizza bagel, in fact, the engine in that RTX 27. So in order to go back to close to original, I'm going to wind up using that Super Tiger 27. I'm going to have to track down another one-way bearing. Those things have like unique one-way bearings. But if things go okay, that engine will make it into an RTX. That might be maybe next week's video. I was going to pull it out today, but the truth is I have to get to work on this particular model. So let me bring you guys up to speed on this one. I bought it. Oh, had a little fall. It doesn't matter. We're going to start taking stuff apart on the engine anyway. All right. You guys let me know how the stream quality is. It should be fine. All right. So last week, I didn't make it too far. All I did is remove the head. Tarek, how you doing, man? Happy Friday to you. It's Independence Day, 4th of July. This is when Will Smith was popular before slapping people on stage. All right, quality is good. That's awesome. I'm happy. All right, so let's continue. The decision was made to repinch this particular engine. So I was going to remove it, but of course, bad internet, I just basically canceled. All right, so we're going to take another look inside this engine. I know it ran. It didn't run good because we got real low compression. But it's time to remove this sleeve. I hope it comes out okay. The problem with this particular model, and I was talking to this about this to a couple of people. The problem with this particular engine, you really need an engine that is tough to get these days. Because think about it. We need a side exhaust. And we need, I'm assuming this is going to be a standard shaft. And we need a slide carb. There's really not many cheaper engines that fit this particular mold. Nitro Pimp goes, there's an ad on Facebook for a Megatech 16 for 60, but the guy won't respond. It's probably an old ad. That's usually what those are. People just don't even remove those, you know. But overall, I know this engine fired up. It seems clean. The starting mechanism is okay. It's just got literally close to null compression. It didn't even run really well at all after a couple seconds. So I think we're going to have to start pulling it right now. Let's get down to the business. I'm going to get my tools. Oscar Aquendo, bro. How you doing? Happy 4th of July to you. Thank you for being a NItroGang fan member for many, many months, bro. A year, in fact. That's many months. That's 12 months. I love the number 12. That's almost a baker's dozen. You know, right now it's a dozen, like a dozen eggs. But, you know, when you go to a bakery and you ask for a dozen, they give you a baker's dozen. What's the story with that? 12 versus 13. It's a sickening combination, really. Beyond sickening. All right, let's start removing the engine, and I'm going to disassemble the sleeve. Hope it goes okay. Question is, where is my torch? I'm going to need the torch. Uh-oh. That one is tough in there. I'm going to have to push real hardcore to get this screw. So 3 of the screws are original. Let's hope they come out. Oh, good thing I got one already. I seem to have lost my rotary device, so I don't think I'll be able to make slots in this for a while. I'm going to have to order another rotary device on Amazon soon. Don't know where it is. You know how it is. Sometimes you wind up cleaning stuff and then you lose it. Yeah, Ray Coral goes impact driver time. I don't actually own an impact driver, just have a regular drill. I really do prefer hand tools. You know, it gives you the right feeling right before you strip a screw. Or not, that is. All right, let's do it. Okay, we got 2 so far. John Hensley, bro, thank you for being member of the Make Nitro Great Again top level tier status. 17 months. Extra sickening. All right, last factory screw. This one should be fine. Oh, good job, good job. Good job, Hybrid over here. Good job, Hybrid. By the way, I put a couple of useful links in the description to this video. The Serpent SRX-8 is still priced at its old original price, guys. I highly recommend you go order it. Let me remove this engine. We'll take a quick look at the Serpent, because I'm telling you, the buggy went up in price. And I cannot guarantee how long they will maintain a fair price for us. You know, when you get like a driver, it's literally always the wrong size you pick out. It's sickening. All right, here we go. 2.5. All right, got the engine out. By the way, I was looking. This thing does have adjustable engine mounts, which is real useful. Shane Nitro in my veins, bro. Happy to see you here. Happy Friday to you. You guys know Shane. He's been in my videos with Oscar several times. He recently has relocated, but I know he is out there forming a new chapter of the NItroGang in his newest location, because that's what Shane Nitro in my veins does. Okay. Wildman Digging and Pandaphobia, happy Friday to you guys. I know there's fireworks going out outside. My cat Sandy's being extra brave today. In fact, I'm going to give him some extra Shiba tonight. He's a brave cat. To bring you all up to speed, I am working on removing the engine from this old Megatech Nitro Razor to send the sleeve out for a repinch, because the decision has been made to make it great again. And that's a decision I will never say no to. Let's plug up the fuel lines. Remove this. Melissa, do you know where the torch? Oh, I see the torch. Okay. All right, here we go. I mean, it's coming along. All right, so we got the M16 engine out. You know, these weren't very high dollar engines. These were like $110. So nothing exciting. But, you know, when you're working on something really, really old, the main problem is the fit of the clutch bell. This one obviously fit really good. The clutch was good. So notice they have these drive washers. If you start using different crankshafts, you know, it's possible that you can use a Pro 15. Essentially, the Pro 15 from a Traxxas is almost the same. The only issue is you need a slide carb. So, you know, even with basics like that, you're going to run into fit issues. Ideally, you would want to reuse this. By the way, Nitro Fortech, how you doing, man? He goes, how long does a repinch take? The last one I did in terms of sending it out to the company that did it, it took about 2 weeks. Took about 2 weeks. Now, depending on turnaround time, of course, you understand, you have to ship it to them. So that's going to take like 3 to 4 days. They have to process it, figure 3 to 4 days. And then they have to ship it back 3 to 4 days. So you get under a 2-week turnaround in real life. Now, maybe it'll be faster. But for me, it was about a 2-week turnaround, right? So, I mean, it was no big deal, to be honest with you. I don't mind waiting a little bit of time. By the way, notice the awesome engine mount on this small block. This is something you don't really ever see. Notice these are adjustable engine mounts. Sickening, right? Yeah, Nitro Fortech, it's possible this will be a runner even this month, right? I already have about 3 engines that I've removed the sleeves from, so this will be the 4th that I have to send in for a repinch. So it's highly possible that this will be a good runner this month. Highly, highly possible. But I do like the engine mounts that are adjustable. So you can move it back and forth, meaning if I did want to use a different engine, you do have a little bit of adjustment, right? Generally, the Traxxas engine mounts on pretty much anything HPI, they have fixed screws, well, fixed holes. But this, if you loosen the nut, you could just move the engine mount back and forth. And that is actually a real clever use of space and engineering for essentially a not very high-end model, right? Yeah, Terra goes, be careful with the chassis. Yeah, this chassis has seen better days. By the way, the Megatech stuff, so you guys know, I'm not trying to portray this at like some top-level tier, you know, RC here. It's average. They do flex a lot. This chassis is a real thin, right? I actually did have to bend it back. This is, I think, this appears to be a 2mm. They really could have went with a 2.5. It is real thin. Let me see if I can flex it like this. So, can't flex it. Yeah, I can flex it like if I do a twist. You see that? I can pretty much almost easily flex it. So, I'm not too worried about the chassis. It's highly flexible, which is not awesome at all. All right, let's continue with the rest of it. Lasso Kid with a good question. Is it the sleeve or piston that wears out first? So, Lasso Kid, Rory Holler, what's going on, bro? Texas Hill, happy to see you here again. Good question here from Lasso Kid. He goes, what wears out first? Generally, the way this works is, this is the sleeve. Now, you can't see it with your eyes, but at the top of the sleeve, there is a taper, meaning kind of a convex shape. And as the piston goes up, at the end of that range, right before it hits the top, a little bit before a couple of millimeters, it should feel tightness because there's a taper, right? It's not like a gas engine. And that is essentially where your pinch comes from. And that is essentially how you get compression. Now, this one, you can't see it, but it looks okay. I don't see any kind of scoring on it or nothing like that. So let's work on removing the sleeve. Stone FPB, man, happy Friday to you and 4th of July. I don't know if you guys can hear the fireworks outside, but they're going down a little hardcore right now. All right, next thing I'm going to remove is the exhaust. By the way, pretty good hardware. All right, John Hensley goes, the picture quality is sickening. I ad-libbed the sickening part, but I'm sure he meant it. All right, we're going to do this, then we're going to do the pull starter. But so far, I don't see anything here that does not warrant a repinch. Because keep in mind, there really aren't many engine options without messing with the spacing. The spacing is the main issue that you're going to have. All right, exhaust gasket. This is the factory one. I mean, you know, it does not appear to have had a leak. It looks pretty clean around it. Okay, next we're going to do the pull starter. Hey, Melissa, can you bring me the red screwdriver? All right, guys. While Melissa brings me the red screwdriver, it's Phillips screws. I need a small red screwdriver. I want to show you the A-main link and to a car that I highly recommend you get before they go up in price, I would say substantially. Trust me, every time I say to get something, it's a good idea to get it. All right, so I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. What I want to do, just going to scroll down in the links right here. It's the Serpent. The reason I want you to get that is because it's still cheap. As we all know, this is a 2-speed baby 8 scale on-road. Now, the buggy version of this car went up to over 500. And they're essentially a similar chassis, except this is a 2-speed. I highly recommend you pick this up while it's still the old price. And yes, you can use a small coupon on it. So use the link, get this one, because the Kyosho GT2 is actually over it's close to $200 more than this. And it's essentially the same level of performance. So highly recommend you get it. That's right, MD goes, pre-inflation deal. This is a deal in a bag. It's a bag deal. All right, let me take a look at my bag for the screwdriver. I don't have it. I have it. My bad, everybody. My bad. All right, so order that up. I'm telling you guys, you're not going to be disappointed. John Hensley, bro, thank you. Oh, it looks like you ordered the NItroGang cup. I'm excited, bro. Mine is actually in the basement right now. Why is it in the basement is the question, though. That's the real mystery right here. But for those of you watching, I'm telling you, pick up that particular Serpent. Hold on, where am I right now in the stream? Okay, thank you for that channel donation from John Hensley. I appreciate it, man. And the cup. My profit on the cup is like $1.50. But the cup is real good. All right, let's continue, everybody. Man, someone is launching some serious hardcore fireworks outside. Are they not aware of, like, the national forest fires we have had? I don't know what you guys believe or not, but I don't know. I don't trust fireworks from, like, third-party factories. I just don't trust them. All right, here we go. All right, so this design, it appears to have an internal one-way bearing. Pretty clever for a small block, really. You don't see a lot of small blocks with internal one-way bearings. And there is a spring that applies pressure to the starting shaft. Pretty clever. Okay, so pull starter is out. It's pretty good condition, reusable. We put that to the side. All right. Yeah, we got like fireworks. You would think you live on board a Navy vessel. It's going down hardcore right now. I would show it to you, but the internet might go out. All aspects, man. How you doing? Happy Friday to you. And I know you're a fellow American, so happy 4th of July. I'm just out here removing, well, disassembling this Megatech engine so I could send the sleeve away, you know. Let's get down to the back plate. Back plate, gang. Like I said, guys, I don't want to spread false information, but I'm telling you, that Serpent SRX-8 is the best and cheapest 8-scale 2-speed baby you're going to get. I know many of the viewers here have gotten them. And, well, they're worth getting while they're still at that price. Just click the link and I'll be happy. Big C, how you doing, bro? All the way up in Hara, Oklahoma. Yeah, like I said about the fireworks, I mean, none of this stuff is really certified by anybody. You know, there's a reason why people go to different states to get fireworks. Actually, the sales of fireworks is banned in New York. Here, people locally go to Pennsylvania. Or Rock and Roller, how you doing, bro? He goes, Hybrid, have you seen the Kyosho MP11? It's just a buggy, right? All right, here we go. So the engine is real clean. Internal one-way bearing. Let's take a look at the mechanism. Whoa, there's like a hardcore. Mark Nugan, how you doing, man? Happy Independence Day to you. I know you're a fellow American. Pretty dangerous outside. Later on, I'm probably going to ride my bike to the fishing pier with Melissa. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be, you know, swerving in and out of the fireworks in the streets, of course. It'll be cool. Monty Kriska, how you doing, bro? Happy Friday to you. All right, so let's take a look at this. One-way bearing is pretty good. So this is an assembly that is commonly found in larger .21 engines. Pretty sickening one-way bearing setup, right? I mean, once again, hey, RC Nitro, bro, happy to see you here, my dude. Happy Friday and America's holiday, the 4th of July. You know, generally people like to go outside on the fireworks, but I could hear them from my window. Okay, it's a war zone outside right now. It's scary. Kidding around. Let me see. Oh, BC goes, the Nitro version is 840. Bob's RC goes, the new MP11 is a game changer. Let me look it up, man. I'm going to see if I can, is it on A-Main? Where's the MP10 sold? I'm going to look it up. Give me a second, guys. MP11. What's unique about it? Okay, it's not on A-Main yet. Yeah, search on that showed nothing. Where is it? Horizon Hobby or something? Where's the MP11 sold? I'm looking it up. MP11. I mean, a buggy is a buggy, you know. Honestly, it's not even on Horizon. I get nothing but train search results. Nitro RC Ramos, what's up, bro? Yeah, the search for the MP11 on Horizon Hobby returned train sets. Right there, you could see the train sets. Max settings, how you doing, bro? Congratulations on a new Speed NT. And you got a new Megatech engine? Holy moly. Because, you know, the Megatech engine is what I need a repinch on right now here today. But, yeah, I'm glad you said that, Max settings. Let me read what he said. Brand new Megatech 16 that is actually made for the old T-Max. That is 100% correct, bro. These were common engines that people did directly put into the T-Max. So these were actually rated. You know, the box right here. I'm going to put the box in the background again a little bit, just for a little box art. Yeah, if you notice in the listing, well, on the box art right here, 1+ horsepower M16 race engine. So, you know, essentially during this time period, Oliver, how you doing, bro? Happy to see you here. And we're going to go over that magazine a little bit, all right? I had a little bit of coffee. I got some potent energy. You know what I'm saying? Took a little nap before as well. Did a Nitro video today as well. It didn't go too well, but you'll see that later. 1 horsepower. That is pretty impressive for a .16. Because you got to realize, the Pro 15 was 0.5 horsepower, maybe 0.54. Yeah, Melissa. What? Oh, it's like a fireworks cascade out there, bro. Yeah, so the Pro 15, that was like 0.5 horsepower. Melissa, is that on our block, the fireworks? Yes, Sammy's getting scared. You guys want me to take a quick walk at the fireworks outside? It's going to be real hardcore. I mean, I could go take a quick lookie. but the internet might go out. What's up there, off that guy? Happy to see you here, bro. I'm gonna go take a quick walk outside, see how the fireworks are. It's gonna be scary. Give me a second. Sandy's scared, everybody. Melissa holding him like a baby. I have the screen covered for a second. Let me go out. The quality might go out, but I'll see. Oh, man. It's hardcore over there. Sickening. I don't need to go anywhere. Sick. You saw that? It's all over the place. Holy moly. Yep, John Hensley. All right, bro, I'm going to go back inside because quality is bad, all right? Got to go back by the Wi-Fi extender. I'm going to be right back. It'll come back. Where's Sandy?
In our room.
All right, I'm back. The quality should get better.
He's downstairs.
Let me see what Sandy's doing. Guys, Sandy's scared over here, everybody. Sandy, can I get a hell yeah? Oh, he's scared. He's gonna lay by the pillow. Sandy, it's safe outside, don't worry. America already has their independence. John, thank you, bro, for that super chat to the channel on July 4th of July. Damn, why did I say it like that? Guys, Sandy's all scared over here. Feel bad for him. Sandy, can I get a hell yeah? Thanks, John. Appreciate you, bro. Sandy does too. Australiano, how you doing, man? I'm just over here babysitting the cat for a little. You know, he's scared. Oh. It's all right, Sandy boo. It's all right. Those are bad people outside. They're bad people. Those people bad, okay? They're scaring pets nationwide. These are bad people, Sandy. You're gonna survive. You're gonna make it out of this. That's right, use that tail. All right, my dude, Sandy, you chill here on the bed. I'm gonna go make a Nitro great again, okay? Thank you, bro, thank you. Okay, let me go back. I told you guys, it's a war zone outside right now. It's a war zone, baby. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry for the bad internet quality there for a little while. We got the VP of the Pico divisions, off the guy here in the chat. And let's get back to the engine. All right, so on the inside, it looks pretty normal. Let's take a look at it. I mean, there's a little bit of, I would say, corrosion, but it doesn't look horrible, I think. Let's take it apart. We'll take a little bit of a better look, you know. Sickening. By the way, these are ABC engines. So once again, that's a pretty proper engine. At the time, most engines were ABN. Question is, will I be able to take the the exhaust? Oh, no, hold on. Yeah, so we have a side exhaust, so I'll have to use from there. Where's my zip tie? I had a zip tie in my pocket. There it is, the zip tie in my pocket. Guys, you gotta have zip ties in your pocket. You never know. By the way, can you believe that Diddy, the diddler, is basically not guilty? It's you don't know who to believe anymore. Melissa, could I get that oven mitt and one of those pipe wrenches? Oven mitt and pipe wrench, please. All right. That was some fireworks show. I don't need to go to a fireworks show, bro. I got crazy fireworks over here. Yeah, Eduardo. The system, I mean, honestly, you know, I thought that once you get those kind of charges, it's a pretty much locked and sealed case. But it appears that if you have enough baby oil, nothing is locked and sealed. Melissa, get me that big wrench and, you know, what else I said? Please, thanks, I appreciate you. All right. Because I don't know if this sleeve is going to come out that easy or not, but we'll try to get it done. I'm waiting for oven mitt. It's sickening. All right, we got a question here while I'm waiting. Let me see. From Max Settings, he goes, Hybrid, did Megatech make kits also? Max Settings, yes, they did. You know what? While we're waiting, let me see if I can find in the old magazine. Where did I put that magazine? If I could find some Megatech. That magazine fell. Okay. While I wait for Melissa to get me what I need, let me see if I can find in the table of contents in this old magazine, Megatech. Because actually, Megatech had a race division called Neo. Go take care of Sandy, boo.
Is he okay?
Well, I don't know. Ask Sandy. Be like, Sandy, you okay, man? All right, let me just see if we have Megatech in this one. It should be in the index. But they had a race division called Neo. Schumacher's in it. CFG, HIJ. Yeah, Megatech 226. This was already towards the end of Megatech, to be honest with you. So it's probably not going to be much. This was basically towards the end. 226, right? Oh, yeah. At least they got a good one. The Dark Thunder Mega Dragster. I have this. 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. That's almost like the Tesla Model S Plaid. Isn't it? And yes, I have a Dark Thunder. Mine is actually faster than this. Notice that engine. That's the blue head. That's the one that, well, I'm disassembling here tonight. NitroPimp has one as well. I have this. So, Megatech certified dealer. 30-inch length. Weight 53 ounces, which is not very heavy. But yeah, this is the one I have. But notice this blue head. This is the engine that we are disassembling in this exact video. So, guys, let me tell you something. These engines were proper engines. They propelled this thing. It's the same exact 2-speed, by the way. These use the 2-speed. It's literally the same system as this is. So yeah, that one right there on the wall, that's the Megatech Dragster. But notice mine. Mine has the black Christianelli head. It's literally the same exact trans. All right. So yeah, that's it right there, baby. All right, let's go back. So they do have a, as some people like to say, a storied history. A storied history. That's right. NitroPimp goes, I have the black head. The black head is the very rare 1.6 horsepower Q16. It's not the M16. The black head was called the Q16. 1.6 horsepower, which I think is the highest displacement for kind of, you know, a non-OS type engine for a small block, really. The blue head ones are 1 horsepower right there. And the black ones, I could show it to you a little up close if you want. Anybody want to see that engine up close? I'm going to have to move it. I'm going to have to move my my plaque. If you want to see it, I could show you that one before I continue, everybody. Could I get a hell yeah or a hell no? What's it going to be? Don't say hell no, yeah. Okay, John Hensley with a hell yeah. All right, let me put it here on the table. I just heard someone yelling outside. Is that all you got? When you hear, is that all you got, you know things are going to go down. So I guess there was a fireworks challenge. Someone said, is that all you got? Sickening. All right, so here goes. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on it. Hopefully you guys could see it. Notice on the bottom right there, 1.6 horsepower. Right there. I'm going to zoom in a little more. So Christianelli, for those of you that might not know, worked with Megatech to develop a special line of products just for Megatech called the Signature Series. So that's why on the side of the pull starter right there, it says Christianelli on the right side, Signature Series. 1.6 horsepower is a sickening amount of power for a .16. This one is basically like new. It is a runner. And it's essentially the same two-speed baby as this particular Megatech I got right here. Right? They did what today Ford does. Parts sharing. Hey, when the parts are good, I'm not upset about you sharing parts. But this thing is pretty long. It's hanging off the table right there. You know what I'm saying? Let me answer a quick question from Oliver Player. He's been asking this for a while. I appreciate that, bro. Sorry I didn't have a chance to take a look. Oliver goes, do you think it's a good idea to put the .70 engine in my MGT 8? MGT, I'm assuming the 8.0. I think it will be too heavy. So, question here is to stick the Thunder Tiger EK4 Pro 70, right, Oliver, into the MGT 8.0. I would say it's not a good idea. Those engines are ringed and they're pretty low RPM. I don't think the gearing, by the way, these do not have rear suspension. They rely on the chassis to flex. Those engines are low RPM helicopter engines. Your gearing in the MGT is not going to be anywhere close as the gearing in the EK4, in my opinion. You guys could discuss it, let me know. But yeah, this is it up close. You know, Megatech did have a cool looking design, but remember, this is the 2000s. In fact, this would have been faster than the 0 to 60 of 2 seconds, because this engine is 60% more horsepower with a 2-speed baby, of course. Okay, there we go. So it basically relies on chassis flex for suspension. This one's, it looks like it has never been run. Real clean chassis. Real clean. I'm going to run it one day. We do have front CNC wheels, by the way. These are not plastic. These are actual aluminum CNC. Yeah, this one's basically like new. It's a golden child, so to say. Notice how Megatech left the front drive shaft, but there's obviously nothing going into there. That's called designed on a Friday evening, you know? But yeah, this engine is the top level of the one that we're basically trying to repinch today. Yeah, so it has links here instead of shocks. Good observation there from Nitro Pimp. Yeah, and foam wheels. By the way, these are, yeah, this has a lock diff. It's basically a lock diff. So a spool, you could say. It's a spool. All right, enough of this one. Let's get back to the Nitro at hand. All right, I'm back. Just have to check my internet connection there for a little bit. All right, let's get down to trying to remove this sleeve. I hope it goes well. Guys, they still have not run out of fireworks. I cannot believe it. All right, so I think I'm going to order that Wi-Fi router. You guys think I should order it? Because honestly, I'm sitting like 2 feet away from my Wi-Fi right now, and I want to go in the basement to make videos. It's cooler there. Plus, I have a lot more access to nitros. I might make this order. So those of you that don't know, this is the decision that has to go down. the Netgear hardcore 5.4 gigabytes per second router. Not cheap, but I think I'm going to place this order after the stream here. That way I can go out and do stuff, because really my ability to move around is highly limited at this point. It's pretty dope. I mean, by dope, I mean bad. All right. I'm going to put that here. Let's get down to the engine sleeve at this point. Okay. All this stuff will be here. It's all pretty good. Let me try first. I'm going to try to see how hardcore it is in there. Yeah, John Henson goes, he liked the videos in the basement. Yeah, back then I had a different service provider, but like now it's just so bad. Okay, well that's not working yet. Let me stick this in there. We're using the good old zip tie method again. Let me just see. It might, sometimes these sleeves pop out. Paige Smith, I ordered this Wi-Fi range extender. I'm going to tell you something. It does close to nothing. The signal that this puts out is worse than the signal I get without it. It's pretty bad. So I'm going to have to return that, I think, and try the new router. All right, let me see if this will work. Nah, it's stuck in there. It's the good old stuck job. Oh, damn, I think we got lucky on that. It actually budged without heating it up. That's a sign this engine wasn't really tried to get killed, you know. Big Guns, how you doing, bro? Melissa, take a picture of this, please. Melissa, take a screenshot of what Big Gun said. We're going to try to order up that router. I'm going to take a look at the research on that, okay? All right, so, I mean, so far, it budged a little bit. That's pretty hardcore, right? I don't think I've ever had that happen in my life so far. Usually, it takes forever to get these sleeves out. Megatech, you want to be made great again, don't you? Guys, this thing is going to be a ripper. All right, so we got that out a little bit. Let me pull this out. All right, it's coming out. Not too good. I'm going to heat it up a little bit. Could see a good amount of oil there on the sleeve. But it is moving. I mean, better than not moving at all. So I'm going to heat it up a little more to just provide a little bit of simplicity. It'll be easier. Just a little bit of heat, make it move a little easier. Let me let that side warm up. I'm gonna do this side. Nothing crazy, maybe like, 170 degrees. Oh, am I out of propane? I mean, oh, I think that's all this thing got. Uh-oh. I'm out of, forgot what this thing uses. Ray Coral, bro, you have a great Friday night and weekend. I'll see you on the next one. This thing is toast. I should have some more somewhere. I don't know if I'm going to be able to remove it now. Yeah, butane. You got to be careful. This thing is not that hot. I didn't get enough heat. Yeah, it's toast. All right, I think I could push it with this piston now. No, it's not down yet. It's not that far down. I'm gonna move it up a little more. All right, it's still good. Damn, it's still not all the way out. I need another heater device. Let me think what I'm gonna do. I mean, it's already basically out, so this should work. I mean, it's working. All right, it's working. I'm not harming as long as you don't harm the top or the inside, you're fine. Okay. Damn, it's still not out. Good question from John Hensey. How do you know how to put the sleeve in the right way? I'm going to show you once I remove this. It's pretty much obvious. You always line up your exhaust port. It's coming out slowly. Jeremy Hawkins, man, happy 4th to you. All right, so I got the sleeve at the bottom. Piston, rather. I'm just going to push it. I'm going to show you once the sleeve comes out, it'll be pretty much obvious. All right, so now it's being pushed by the piston from the bottom. It's pretty safe to do this, and nothing bad's going to happen. I mean, it is warm. It's not like it's... Okay, there we go. We got it out. Got it out. Nothing bad happened. So the question is, how do you know how to put the sleeve in correctly? So in this case, it's pretty easy. There's a notch, right? You see that notch on the sleeve right there? The notch has to line up with that pin. So there's literally no way you could seat it without the notch and the pin. Bob's RC is correct as well, the notch. Some engines and sleeves do not have this notch. This one particularly does, but some do not. Now, the next thing you can do is you have to look for the largest port, which is usually your exhaust port, right? As I spin this around, it's clear that this port is our largest one, and the exhaust port has to line up with the exhaust, well, cutout on the block. Even in big block engines, you know, the exhaust port will be facing back. But since this is a side exhaust, this is how it would be. Well, in this case, we have the notch, right? So it would line up like that. It's off center here, so that's why it looks like that. But essentially, the largest port would be your exhaust port. You guys agree with that or what? All right. So we got the sleeve out, baby. What's up? Faces 98A. What's going on? What happens with the 97 phases? All right, now we're going to get the piston out. This is a Megatech M16. For those of you that want to know what engine this is, I'll just recap it. It's this particular factory engine that came in this Megatech Nitro Razor. Pretty, not a terrible engine. Not a very good engine, but not a terrible engine. All right, we got to remove the piston. I'm going to just shake it out of there. Usually these things come off okay. All right, it's almost, I saw it move a little bit. Usually you got to move it to the top like that and then shake it and then it'll come off. Not always, but it takes a little bit of work. I don't really want to use pliers on it, but sometimes you could a little bit. It's not the end of the world. Let me do this. I'm not doing anything crazy though, so. I saw it moving already, so it's not like I'm actually moving it too much. All right, here we go. Got it. So it'll just drop out. But boom, there we go. All right, let me take a quick look at the piston. Piston looks normal. The wrist pin looks normal. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Nothing crazy on it. Sickening. All right, so normally the piston would let's see, now that I have some oil off of it, it's a little tough to get it in there. Well, you get the point. I'm not going to stick it in there without any oil right now at this point, I think. Okay, no. Okay, I got it. It needs to be heated up a little bit. All right, I got it in off camera a little bit. So as you notice, this one goes way, way too high. That is not where pistons should be going up at all. Generally, in a properly, well, I don't want to say pinch because it's not repinch. In a normal compression engine, as soon as you start going up like over here, it starts to get real, real tight. And you know, physically you cannot really push it beyond this point that much. Mine, as you could see, easily goes like that. It's completely, it's at the top of the range, right? That is the bad part right there. It's toast. That's how you know it's toast. Omar, man, how you doing? Let me read your comment right here. RPM Nitro, happy Friday to you, 4th of July. Happy to see you here, bro. I'm just pulling out the sleeve and piston. Got 0 pinch. You notice my sleeve goes way outside. That is negative compression, bro. Let me read what. What did I just have a read? Someone delete the comment? I don't know what that was. Maybe hold on, my thing is delayed. I gotta refresh my browser. Okay, Omar goes, thanks to you, finish restoring a beautiful RS43 Evo Viper, a Kyosho FW05R, and now a FW06. Love, Nitro, man. Well, bro, I am happy to hear that you're out there making Nitro great again. I'm also doing what I can, but you know, with this particular Nitro, the compression has left the building. Yeah, Satan's Rage goes, so you need a new sleeve. Essentially, yes, I need a new sleeve. Ideally, this would need a complete sleeve, piston, everything like that. But the repinch services do squeeze these at the top with a special, you know, device, a repinch kit, tooling that they own. You know, they're like in the thousands of dollar range. And it will create compression, right? So that's basically all I can do with this. This thing is going to go to the repinch service. That's about it, guys. The Megatech, nothing else I can do on this bad boy right now. Inside of this, crank looks normal. The bearings don't make any notchy noises or nothing like that. So it's pretty straightforward. Good to go, baby. Good to go. Actually, while I'm here, I want to look up if there's any parts for this on eBay. Let me just do a quick eBay search. 1 second, bros. I think I got myself a splinter in my finger. All right, so there are some parts. It appears this is the new piston and sleeve for this engine. So 60 bucks. It's a little up there. I mean, this isn't a very high-end engine. It's an original engine, but it doesn't mean that I will do this. It may be, I don't know. But I feel like I got a splinter in my finger right now. Sickening. That right there looks like a splinter. Melissa, we're going to have to break out the needle and alcohol. That looks like a metal splinter. Sick. What I do for the NItroGang. In the meantime, I was thinking what other engine I could use on this. Just to make it work. Melissa, do you think I should take the splinter out on video? It's going to be painful, everybody. Yeah. Eduardo, might have to get the tweezers out right now. Oh, it's in there real good. It's in the finger. Definitely in the finger. Who wants to see me take it out with, I don't think I own. Kenny BRC, how you doing, bro? I'm glad to have you here. I got myself a splinter from the engine somehow. Hurts, I don't know how. Probably a loose piece of metal somewhere that went in my finger, hurts. Should I get a needle and try to take it out? Yeah. Whoa, not good, not good. Let me go see what I got. I gotta get some alcohol, it hurts. Gotta get, hell yeah. No pain, no gain for the Nitro Gang. That's how it is. Tell them I'll be right back. Do you have the tweezer? Well, guys, we not frozen, everybody. We not frozen. I'm here. There's nothing frozen. This ain't that movie Frozen. Hybrid over here. I got a splinter. That's right, Texas. Nah, I need my finger, bro. I gotta do some recording tomorrow. That's gonna be not very good. This is what you call nitro finger surgery. You see that right there? This is like in the worst possible spot. It's getting inflamed already. I couldn't find the tweezer. Getting inflamed real good. Yeah, they didn't deburr it, bro. Can't even twist my hand that way, to be honest with you. The splinter's real bad. Sickening. John Hensley, bro, thank you for that. Finger's a little busy to give you a like. Thank you for that. Ah. Let me dip it in some alcohol. Yeah, I could see it right there. You guys see it? Ah. Can't talk while doing this. Got a little piece out. Oh man, this is extra sickening, bros. I see it on the inside. Melissa, you got tweezer? Can't seem to find my tweezer. Damn, this is going the extra mile, guys. Could I get a splinter? Hell yeah. Hold on, Melissa's gonna get something. Whoa, yeah, she in deep real good. Alright, I'm gonna have to pinch myself real good.
Come here.
Boo,
No, I got it. I know how to.
Alright.
I know how to do this shit.
I have to twist it a little. She in deep, baby.
I know how to do this shit.
Alright, first of all, we don't like to curse on video, maybe. Boo.
I know how to do this.
Ugh.
You can't do it with your left hand.
There it is, that SOB.
Can I see? Can I get it?
There's that SOB, baby.
Can I get it? I know how to get it.
See that?
Can I get it? I know how to
Melissa,
get it.
I'm doing self-surgery.
But you can't.
All right, I need a break. Hold on. It hurts. Hold on. Give me a break. I need a break. You stepped on the car body. Guys, she stepped on the body. It's almost out. All right, Melissa, you want to do it? She stepped on the body, bro. You want to do it? Gotta rest my finger. Hold on a second. Man, this turned out to be a misadventure. It's okay. It's no big deal. You get splinters sometimes, you know? You know who doesn't get them? Armagang. Then Megatech trying to take me out. I think I got it. I don't see it anymore in there. You all see it? I think it's gone. Yeah, it don't hurt no more. I'm moving it like this. I think I got it out, baby. I think I got it. All right, I'm gonna dry it and we'll take a good look at it. All right. It looks like it's out. Now that was hardcore. Definitely looks like it's out, guys. Whoa, okay, we can continue now. That's how you do it. Ain't no splinter gonna stop us over here. Could I get a splinter free? Hell yeah. That's right, RPM, man. I need that finger. It's my recording finger. Yeah, I'm definitely splinter free right now. Not bad. As Borat would say, nice. All right, guys, back to the engine. Well, that's about it. I mean, there's not much else I could do right now. We got no compression. Got to send this away for a repinch. It will be fine. That's it. And now I'm thinking we could move on to the RC magazine. What do you say? Or should I just call it a day and cancel? And quit? We will never quit, right, Texas Hill Country? We will never get this, but we got this. Especially the splinter. Definitely got the splinter, baby. All right, my dudes. Let's do a little magazine time. That's right, James Simroth. You saw that. NItroGang attacked the finger. Whoever removed a metal splinter from a badly deburred engine in a live stream? Nobody ever did it. Hell yeah. JP, how you doing, bro? You missed it. I was just attacking my finger right here. Got a hole in it now, but it's okay. People like golf. I like taking splinters out. All right, so this is the year 2004. Why did they make this pink text? The truck doesn't have anything pink on it. That is a interesting choice, I think. Anybody think? I mean, you know, when they go with pink, that means something, bro. I don't know what it means, but it means something. This might have been the year when Rhonda Drake was killing it. Maybe that's a Rhonda Drake reference, but like Rhonda Drake didn't drive no sen. So, don't make no sense. All right, my dudes, we're going to do this a little quick. I got stuff to do here tonight. Tomorrow I'm going on a big-ass RC adventure to WeAreRC, the hobby store in Pennsylvania. I'm going to compete in something. You guys let me know if you could see okay. I mean, there's some glare. Not much I could do about the glare right now. D-Nay, how you doing, bro? So, 2004 Truck of the Year. Anybody have any idea what it is? I don't know. I lost respect for Rhonda Drake. I don't want to say why, but I lost all respect. I got zero respect. Negative respect for her. Negative. So far, just ads. MRC, pretty dope brand. JR Radio. This is the very first of the synthesized models. We got some factory team MGT gear. Gotta say, they have some great factory team parts. Real good quality. Real good. Oh, JP has that radio. Only RC Nitro. I'm going to tell you later why I lost all respect for Rhonda Drake. I got negative respect. I will tell you why. I know I don't know her in real life. I know I don't want to know her either. not going to cover everything. Oh, Inferno MP 777. Hot. 6-time world champ Inferno is changing because the race towards the next win never ends. That makes total sense. Bro, they're up to like, well, the 777. I don't know if that's the MP7, but it might be. Now they're up to the MP11. Yep, at Sushi Hara, bro. At Sushi. Oh, this is the Megatech Dark Thunder. I just showed you guys right there in the background. Remember that? The Megatech Dark Thunder right there? I got one. Let's see what they said about it. It's just an info. Want to go fast? If you crave serious speed, check out the Megatech Dark Thunder. This RC cracks more than 60 miles per hour in just under 3 seconds. Funny, because their ad said 2 seconds. 100% assembled, 2-speed baby, aluminum, CNC machined aluminum, and composite parts. Yeah, that's basically the truth. I think their own advertising is incorrect. So here it says 3 seconds. Before it didn't, it said 2 seconds. That is odd. Oh, this is the other engine we were just talking about. The Megatech Christianelli Signature Series. The one in my dragster. I'm going to read this. This is pretty important. New from Megatech is this Christianelli Signature Series 1.6. Little two-stroke comes with a twin-needle composite carb, true ABC, turbo flow fluted knife edge forged crankshaft, and a T6 billet CNC aluminum oversized heatsink head. The engine has been custom stroked and ported for maximum torque and horsepower. Has 1.6 horsepower. Holy hell. Did you hear what I just read? That was extra sickening. That was a lot of custom work on that engine. The one I have in the dragster right there. Big Boys Toys, bro. Welcome back. You missed me removing a splinter from my finger. I did a little operation. Yeah, Paige Smith goes, put it in your Razor. Well, the Megatech has a much higher value than the Razor. Really, the Razor is not that much of an expensive car, although there's like 2 on eBay for like ridiculous amounts of money right now. I wouldn't pay that much. Thunder Tiger. Pretty dope. We got the Megatech. I'm sorry, the XTM. Oh, look at that. The Kyosho Giga Crusher. You know who has one of these? Nitro Pimp has one of these. Literally an almost brand new Kyosho Giga Crusher. If you want to check it out, go to the Nitro Pimp's channel. I don't have one. Maybe one day. That's okay, guys. You got to be happy for what other people have. That's the name of the game. My mission has always been to make Nitro great again. And I'm happy. And if you notice, I promote people who have sickening nitros as well as great attitudes in life. That's what matters. Electric, Clodbuster, seen them one, seen them all. Team Associated, pretty sickening over here. Gotta say, this generation of Team Associated was real impressive. I think everything they made during this time period was good. Not one of these is bad in my opinion. Of course, I like the Nitro models, but you get the point. Let's see what we got here. Just some viewers' rides. Some upgrade parts, GS Racing. It's already 10 o'clock. I gotta go on my nightly bike ride. We got the Off the Pico Max .21. Oh, wow. Check that out. That was a T-Max engine right there. That's pretty dope. Offna guy, you got one of these? Yeah, it's a Traxxas electric start on the Offna Pico 21. And I can tell it has that smaller exhaust port that you screwed the Traxxas header onto. I didn't know these were around, actually. Jeremy Hawkins, bro, I promise I will tone it down a little bit. I know this is high-level stuff. Oh, off the guy goes, yes. That is real impressive, bro. I didn't know they had, during this generation, a .21 big block for a T-Max like this. Imagine this would have been extremely sickening. Look at that install. They wound up using a plastic pipe, too. That is less than sickening, actually. They should have won a proper THS. All right, guys, I'm going to be here for a couple more minutes. Not going to be here for too long. I got a big day adventure planned tomorrow. You know, got to go put a Band-Aid on my finger as well, of course. Oh, here we go, the Revo 2.5R. I had this exact truck when it came out. Still have very fond memories. Very, very fond. There's something to be said about the short chassis Revo. Oh, this is the generation of, you know, small OCs. Oh, man, the R40 gang. Roar National Champion. Cyclone, man, how you doing? Happy 4th to you as well, bro. I'm just winding down here today, just taking a little bit of a look at this magazine. So far, I do not own an R40. One day, I will probably pick them up. The Offna CD3, I have one of these. All right, my dudes. I think I'm going to call it a day at this point. I did what I had to do. I'll probably go back to this magazine another night. The fun and adventure, the positivity, the greatness never ends. Don't forget. I'll see you guys next time.